You can still hear me, right? Can you give me the thumb up if you can? Okay, perfect. So let's get into a comfortable seat, Sukhasana. Maybe close the eyes. Hi, Anne. And just get comfortable. Allow the seat to get heavy. Close the eyes. The shoulders are stacked over the hips and the crown of the head lengthens towards the sky. And just start with a couple of deep breaths in and out through your nose. Just arriving here on your mat, centering yourself. Might be the first conscious breath you're taking today. And then let's take a deep breath in through the nose and an audible sigh out. Just let go of everything that happened or might not have happened today for you. The hands are with the palms facing down on your thighs to be a little bit more rooted and grounded. And then we will activate Dirga Pranayama, the 3-part breath. So take a breath in and starting in your lower belly, feel the breath travel into your rib cage and the chest. And then exhale, chest, rib cage, belly. And again, inhale, belly, rib cage, chest. And exhale, chest, rib cage, belly. And just continue like this for a couple of rounds. Dirga Pranayama teaches us to breathe fully and completely. And by this, we increase the oxygen supply in the blood, which in turn decreases stress and anxiety. And then maybe on your last round, when the breath hits the collarbone, retain the breath, feel the stillness in your body before you exhale completely. And then come back to your natural breath. Open your eyes. And then slowly get up. We're going to start in Tadasana today, mountain pose. So take your time. And if you're playing music, now is the time to start that. We are all with the same song. So stand nice and tall. The feet are hip width distance. That's the width of 2 fists. Lift the toes, spread the toes, and feel each toe grab the mat. Lift the kneecap to activate the thighs. Scoop the tailbone, arms are by your side, palms are facing forward, fingers are spread wide, and the shoulders are stacked over the hips. Then just take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, lift the arms up, look up, allow the palms to meet in prayer. Exhale, the hands come to the heart. And maybe you want to set an intention for practice or dedication for someone in your life. Back of the thumbs are at the sternum, fingers are spread wide. Inhale, lift the arms up. Take a hold of the left wrist with your right hand, and on your exhale, melt over to your right, gazes under your left arm. Inhale, lift. Change the hold, take a hold of your right wrist, and on your exhale, melt over to your left side. Really root down through your left foot, through your right foot, excuse me. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Inhale, lift the arms out, around and up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge at the hip and fold forward, Uttanasana, standing forward fold. The weight is in the balls of the feet, and just relax the crown of the head towards the earth. Inhale to a flat back, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the arms out, around and up. Look up, maybe you come into a very slight back bend. Exhale, hands to the heart. And one more time, inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hip and fold forward. Inhale to a flat back, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, fold. Bend your left knee and the left hand stays on the mat. Inhale, lift the right arm up, just for a gentle twist. Exhale, lower the right hand down, bend your right knee, plant your right hand, inhale, lift the left arm up. The gaze can follow. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands and step your left foot back. On your inhale, exhale, tap the left knee down, untuck your toes, and interlace your fingers on top of your right thigh for Asana. Really settle in here. The tailbone descends towards the mat. The crown of the head lengthens towards the sky. And maybe you want to just stay like this, bringing your right knee over your right ankle. Or on your inhale, lift the arms up. Hook up the thumbs and come into a slight crescent moon variation. All of this is optional. You do what feels right for your body. Or my favorite is to interlace the fingers behind the back for the shoulder opener. And maybe look up a little bit here. Exhale, the hands come down to frame the right foot. And on your inhale, start to draw your hip back towards your left heel and start to lengthen your right leg. You can always keep a slight back bend here, or if you have blocks, you can plant your hands on the blocks. Just very gently here, we're still warming up. Exhale, rebend the knee. And one more time, inhale, straighten the right knee for a half split. Exhale, bend. And then tuck your left toe, lift your left heel. The left hand stays planted. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Low lunge twist. Maybe you want to come to your fingertips to take some pressure off your left wrist. Exhale, lower the right hand down. And on your inhale, step the left foot forward to meet the right. Exhale, fold into Uttanasana. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms out, around and up, look up. Exhale, hands come to the heart. And one more time, inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hip and fold forward. The heart always leads. Uttanasana. Inhale to a flat back. Really feel the crown of the head and the tailbone draw away from each other. Exhale, fold. On your inhale, step the right leg back. Exhale, tap the right knee down, untuck your right toes, and interlace your fingers on top of the left thigh for Asana. It's the only pose where the knee can come over the ankle. Feel your left hip opening. And again, you choose now. Maybe you just stay like this. You lift the arms, you interlace the fingers behind your back. Whatever your body needs today. And then exhale, the hands come down to frame the left foot. And on your inhale, you slowly start to straighten your left leg for a half split. The leg can always be bent a little bit. Exhale, rebend. And one more time, inhale, straighten the left leg. Come to your left heel. Exhale, bend. And then tuck your right toe. Lift your right knee off the mat. Inhale, lift the left arm up, low lunge twist. And maybe come to the fingertips here of your right hand. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Inhale, step the left foot back. You're in plank, Palakasana. Going to pause here. You can always tap down your knees. Shoulders are stacked over the wrists. The gaze is slightly forward. And the heels really sharpen back. Make sure you tuck your tailbone. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Start to pedal your heels a little bit here. Move your hips from side to side. Any movement that feels good for your body. It's probably the first downward facing dog of the day. Or the week has just started, so probably the first downward facing dog of the week. And then find stillness in your dog. And since we are here so many times, let's just go through a quick alignment check. The feet are hip width distance. The heels draw towards the mat. You can always keep your knees slightly bent here. It's way more important that your spine is long, that the legs are straight. The heart softens towards the thighs. The biceps frames the ears. Fingers are spread wide and each finger pad presses into the mat. Take a full breath in and an audible sigh out. One more time, big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, float forward to plank, Palakasana. Pause. And on your exhale, tap the knees onto the mat. The shoulders shift slightly over the wrists. And then the chest lowers towards the mat. The hips are lifted for Ashtanga Namaskara. Just stay here. And then inhale, slither through to Baby Cobra, Adho Bhujangasana. Zip up the legs, press the pelvis into the mat. Gaze is slightly towards the mat, right a little bit in front of you. Inhale, look over your right shoulder. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, look over the left shoulder. Exhale, back to center. And then big breath in. Exhale, lower the forehead to the mat. Another breath in, tuck your toes, lift your seat. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, lift the right leg up, point the toes. Exhale, draw your right knee to your nose, pause. Inhale, lift. One more time, inhale. Exhale, draw your right knee to your nose, dome your spine here. And then gently step the right foot between the hands. Inhale, rise up to high lunge, Utthita Ashwa Sanchalanasana. The left leg is really engaged and the heel sharpens back. If you have any lower back pain, you can always bend the knee a little bit more. Try to relax the shoulders down the back, the pinkies draw towards each other. And try to sink a little deeper here. Big breath in. Exhale, the hands come to the heart. The shoulder blades meet on the back. Big breath in. And on your exhale, start to twist to your right. And once you find your balance, hook your left elbow outside of your right thigh for half prayer twist. The gaze is over your shoulder. You can stay like this. I'm just going to change. Or you can always tap down your knee here too. You can tee your arms to make it a little bit more difficult. Or I lately really like to make a fist with my left hand. That helps me to twist a little more. And then inhale, engage your core and slowly come back up to high lunge. Exhale, the hands come down to frame the right foot. The right foot steps back to meet the left joint plank. And if you're ready for Chaturanga Tadasana, you lower down halfway, but it's perfectly okay to stay with knees, chest, chin. Then come up to a cobra or an upward facing dog. And on your exhale, we all meet in downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a full breath in and an audible sigh out. Inhale, lift the left leg up, point the toes. Exhale, draw the left knee to your nose, pause here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left knee to the nose again. Really make a cat spine. Draw the navel into the spine. And then gently plant your left foot between the hands. Inhale, lifts you up to high lunge. Biceps frame the ears. The left knee is stacked over the left ankle. Big breath in. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Inhale, and on your exhale, start to twist over to the left. And once you find your balance, hook your right elbow outside of your left thigh for half prayer twist. And then you choose your variation, maybe tease the arms. Just keep them like this. Maybe you tap down your knee. This is your practice. Inhale, slowly come back up to high lunge. Exhale, the hands come down to frame the left foot. The left foot steps back. And you choose your vinyasa, or you might just want to skip it. It's perfectly fine to go straight to a downward facing dog. Your exhale lowers you. Your inhale lifts you up to your back bend. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees and look to the top of your mat. And on your exhale, you step, you jump, you walk into your hands. Bring the big toes to touch. Bend the knees. And inhale, lift up to chair pose, Utkatasana. Here all the weight is in the heels. Maybe you can lift your toes a little bit. Draw your knees back. Scoop the tailbone. If your shoulders are tight, widen the arms or bring the hands to the heart. And just try to sink a little deeper. It's one of these uncomfortable poses where our mind can go a little crazy. Full breath in. Exhale, fold forward into Uttanasana. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. And one more time. Bring the big toes to touch, bend the knees. Inhale, lift up into chair pose. You can leave space between your toes, but then you also need space between the knees, whatever feels better for you. And just settle in here. Maybe you sink a little deeper. And really scoop your tailbone, draw the navel in. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward into Uttanasana. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. And then plant your hands and step or jump back into plank. If you're jumping back, make sure your arms, your elbows are bent. And from here you choose your vinyasa. The exhale lowers you. It's an arm balance. The inhale lifts you up to a back bend. And then exhale, downward facing dog. And downward facing dog is an inversion. And once you get here, take a full breath in through your nose. And a complete breath out. Inhale, lift the right leg up, point the toes. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. And on your inhale, one more time, rise up to high lunge. We repeat those poses to define them a little bit. So maybe you can sink a little deeper, or maybe you just deepen in your breath. Just settle in here. Inhale, straighten the right leg. And on your exhale, come to a warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Your left foot is parallel to the back end of the mat. Right hand reaches forward, left hand reaches back. And it's really important that you stack the shoulders right over your hips. Don't reach forward too much or too much back. Inhale, flip the right palm over. Exhale, sweep it up and over, Shanti Virabhadrasana. Left arm is loosely on the left leg, or you can bring it into a half bind behind your back. The gaze and heart shine towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale brings you back to warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, slowly start to straighten the right leg. Keep a small bend in the knee. Lift the toes to engage your quad. And on your exhale, hinge at the hip. And the right hand starts to reach forward as far as you can. And then once you reach your edge, you lower the right hand to your shin, a block or to the floor, and the left arm lifts overhead. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. If it doesn't hurt your neck, you can look up to your left hand, or you just look forward. You can imagine that you are in between two panes of windows. So really try to stack the hips. And here it's not important how low your lower hand is, but that the upper arm reaches back and that the shoulders are stacked. Big breath in. And on your exhale, lower your left hand to your left hip. Start to look at your right foot. And then bring your right hand 8 to 10 inches in front of you to the floor, or if you have a block, I love to use a block. We're coming into half moon pose. The left foot lifts and the leg is parallel to the mat. Really flex the foot. Inhale, once you find your balance. Lift your left arm up. And again, here you can challenge your balance by looking up to your hand. If you have really good balance, you can bend your knee, take a hold of the top of your left foot for Shavasana. Big breath in. Exhale, gently step back into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. And just settle in one more time. 4 breaths in. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to frame the right foot. Left heel pops up. Right foot steps back in on the inhale. And then you choose. Maybe you want to flow through a vinyasa, or maybe you go straight back to a downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. And an audible sigh out. Inhale. Lift the left leg up. Exhale, gently plant the left foot between the hands. Inhale, rise up to high lunge. Really root down through all 4 corners of the left foot here. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So now the right foot is parallel to the back end of the mat. The left foot intersects with the right foot. And the arms are an extension of the heart. Maybe look down if you can see your left big toe, otherwise open up your left knee a little bit. Inhale, flip the left palm over. Exhale, sweep it up and over, Shanti Virabhadrasana. Feel how your left side body opens here. Biceps frames the ear. Make sure your left knee is still bent. Big breath in. Exhale brings you back to Warrior 2. Inhale, start to straighten the left leg. And on your exhale, hinge at the hip. Left hand reaches forward as much as you can, and then lower the left hand to your shin block or the floor and allow the right arm to lift so that the shoulders stack. We are back in Trikonasana, triangle pose. Really root down through the outside edge of your right foot. 4 breaths in and the 4 breaths out. And then on your exhale, bring the right hand to your right hip. Look down at your left foot. And bring your left hand 8 to 10 inches in front of the left foot. The right leg lift so it's parallel to the mat. And try to stack your hips first. And then, once your hips are stacked, you lift your right arm. The right foot is really flexed, like if you are standing on the wall behind you. And again, here you can bend the right leg, you can take a hold of your right foot. I cannot do that while I'm talking. For Shavasana, or you just stay in half moon. Big breath in and exhale. Gently step back into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to frame the left foot. The right heel pops up. Left foot steps back, you're in plank. Then we're going to hold this plank. Sharpen the heels back, the gaze is slightly in front of you. Fingers are spread wide and each finger pad presses into the mat. Maybe the arms start to shake a little bit here. Big breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, float forward to plank. And again, we're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Make sure you draw the navel into the spine and tuck your tailbone. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, gently plant your right foot outside of your right hand. Center your heart, hands under the heart. And exhale, tap the left knee down. Untuck your left toes for lizard pose, Uttanapishtasana. Make sure your right knee is stacked over the right ankle, and then you choose. Maybe you just want to stay like this, or maybe you want to come down to your forearms here. The forearms can be on a block or a pillow. And rock a little bit from side to side. And if you want to open up the hips even a little more, you can roll to the razor sharp edge of your right foot, or you can even press your right hand in your right thigh to deepen the hip opener a little bit more. And then just breathe well. And then slowly come back to your hands, straighten the arms. Tuck your left toe, lift your left knee off the mat. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, bend your right knee and draw your left heel towards your left hip. Just opening up the hips a little bit more here. And then inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, float forward to plank. And maybe you want to go through vinyasa, you just want to skip it here if you're tired. And go straight back to downward facing dog. And once you're in downward facing dog, big breath in and a full sigh out. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, gently plant the left foot outside of the left hand. Center your hands under the heart. Tap the right knee onto the mat. Untuck your right toe. We're back in lizard pose, Uttanapishtasana. And you choose, maybe just stay here. Come down to your forearms. Bring your forearms onto a firm pillow. And maybe that's enough for you today, but maybe you want to open up your hip a little bit more. These are rolling to the razor sharp edge of the left foot, or pressing your left hand into your left side. In yoga, we say that the hips are the junk drawers of our body. That's where we stuff in all the things we don't want to deal with in life. So a lot of people have tight hips. And then slowly come back to your hands. If you want your forearms, straighten the arms. Tuck your right toe, lift your right knee off the mat. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, bend the left knee. Draw your left heel towards your left to your right hip. And then inhale, straighten the left leg. And exhale, slowly lower it down. And then tap your knees onto the mat. And come into a child's pose, Balasana. I like the variation with the knees met with distance. It's a little bit more restorative. The seat draws towards the heels and the forehead is on the mat. Maybe you rock your forehead a little bit to activate your third eye chakra, your intuition. And just take a deep breath in. Feel your back body expand. And on your exhale, feel your heart soften towards the earth. And then slowly come to sit on your heels. And just bring your seat to either side and extend the legs in front of you for Tadasana, staff pose. The legs are really active, the feet are flexed, fingertips are tented by your hips. The chin is parallel to the mat, and maybe you can flex the feet so much that your heels lift off the mat a little bit. I say it in class over and over again, this is one of my favorite poses. Every muscle in the body is engaged. It's a great back strengthener too. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hip and fold forward, Paschimottanasana. And wherever your hands land is just perfect. Maybe they're by the shins, they're reaching for the foot, they're taking a hold of the foot. Inhale, straighten, and on your exhale, round the back. And draw your nose any amount possible towards the knees. Feel the nice stretch in the back of your legs. And then inhale, slowly come back up. Scoot your seat to the top of the mat. Extend the arms in front of you. And just start to lower down one vertebrae at a time, really engaging the belly here. And once you arrive on your mat, the knees stay bent. Bring the heels close to your seat so that the fingertips can grace the heels. Arms are by your side. We're going to go through our back bend bridge pose, Bandhasana. On your inhale, if you're really tired and have a block, you can always slide it under the sacrum for restorative bridge pose. Otherwise, on your inhale, start to lift the hips towards the sky, and maybe for the first round, you just press the forearms into the mat. Draw the chin away from your chest. Inhale, lift the hips a little higher. Exhale, very slowly lower down. Big breath in and a full breath out. Second round, once again, the block is always available to you, or pillow in this case maybe. Otherwise, on the inhale, start to lift the hips towards the sky, and maybe this time you want to interlace the fingers behind your back and shimmy the shoulders behind the back. Lift the hips. Make sure your knees are not splaying open, draw them towards each other. This is such a vulnerable pose, exposing your heart towards the sky. And exhale, slowly lower down. And then there's one last round. Back bends are usually taught in threes. Again, the pillow is available to you. You can stay with bridge, or if you have wheel in your practice, bring your hands by your ears. The fingertips are pointing towards the heels. The elbows hug the ears. And then you first come to the crown of your head, and then you start to straighten your arms and lift the hips towards the sky. Or wheel pose. I'm not going to do that today. My back hurts a little bit. If you are in wheel, you can even lift your heels. Never force a back bend, so. And then no matter where you are, very, very slowly lower down. Bring the hips down. Then heel toes the feet met with distance. And allow the knees to kiss for a gentle counter here. You can also windshield wipe your knees from side to side. And then walk the feet back, hip width distance. Extend your left leg. Inhale, and on your exhale, draw your right knee into your chest. Big breath in. Exhale, cross the right knee over the torso and send your gaze over your right arm that is long towards your right hand for knee down twist, Supta Matsyendrasana. Most knees never make it to reach the floor. It's way more important that both shoulder blades stay on your mat. Take a full breath in here. And with an audible sigh, let everything go. Twisting out toxins, anything you want to leave on this mat tonight. And then slowly come back. Extend your right leg now, and on your exhale, draw your left knee into your chest. Extend your left arm. Big breath in. Exhale, draw the left knee over to the right and send your gaze over the left hand. Knee down twist. Full breath in. And a healing sigh out. Slowly come back to center, bend your knees, and then take a hold of the outside of your feet. Arms are inside of your knees for a happy baby. Feet are flexed. Maybe you're rolling from side to side here, massaging your spine a little bit. You can extend one leg, you can extend both legs. And then bring the soles of the feet together and lower your heels towards the mat. The knees play to the side. Supta Baddha Konasana, our final hip opener. Bring your right hand to your heart, the left hand to your belly. Feel your heart beating. And I want to end practice with a little poem I found. I Will Leave Yoga Class Rested and Still by John Mandel. I will leave yoga class rested and still, in touch with my breath, my heart open, thankful I'm alive. Breathing in, I am a mountain, a rock, a tree, firmly grounded in my inner essence. Breathing out, I am a flower, gentle, sweet and tender. I wish no harm on any living thing. My gift to the world is a peaceful heart, and I give it now, in this moment, all that ever is and all that will ever be. And slowly make your way into Shavasana. Extend your legs. The heels are heavy. Toes play by your side to the side. The arms are by your side. The palms are facing up to receive energetically. Eyes are closed. Breathe. Relax. Feel. Watch. Allow. I will leave you in this final meditation. Maybe you want to stay a little bit longer. I'm so happy to see everybody, and I hope I will soon see you in person again. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay well. Namaste.